1190 reverse substrings between each pair of parentheses. So we are given input, right? And the parentheses are in balance. It's given in the question. So we are given something like input love I, right? What we have to do, we have to solve the parenthesis and reverse it. So if for each parenthesis pair, we have to reverse it. So in the parenthesis, we'll start with the innermost. So we'll just reverse it, this one. It will become EVOL, and these are as it is. And again, I'll have to solve this one. We're left with I love you, right? If there was some different question, let's say A, B, C, D, E, and F, G, H, right? So we had to first solve these two, the innermost one, then the outermost one. If we reverse D, E, they'll become ED, and these will become G, F. And now we have to again solve this one. H, F, G, D, E, B, A would have been our answer. So how we are going to do it? Two things we have to take care of. First, we have to in order to identify the parenthesis pair, I'll take a stack, right? Because in all the general questions, we take a stack. And at the same time, we have to reverse it and store it somewhere, right? And that's how we are going to build our final string. First, I have to store this one and then reverse it, then store this one and then reverse it. And once we reverse it, right, I have to append it to the stack also. Like I have to append it somewhere, right? That's how because I have to keep on appending with the actual string and then again reverse it whenever the time will come. So what I'll do, I'll take a stack in the beginning. Okay, we'll understand why I'm taking it. At the same time, I'll take a string where I'm going to append my final result, right? So I'll take a string builder in Java. I'll name it as current, a new string builder. So this is actually going to give my final result, right? And I'll take a stack also. I'll hold this string. All right. I'll show the string builder. Perfect. So now I'll start iterating on it, right? For char c colon whatever given string. Let's have given a string as 2 character array, right? I'll start iterating on it. Our string is ULOVEI. So we have 3 scenarios. Either I'll get a opening bracket, a closing one, or the alphabets. So it's pretty straightforward, right? Whenever we get a alphabet, I'll just have to append it to my current one, right? But the question is, are we going to append in the same one which I've already taken? It's this is my current as of now. It's pointed to memory. And if I try to append this one, I'll append U to it. Then again, I'll append L to it. Right, but this I have to store in a different string builder, right? And this will be stored in a different string builder. Similarly, this will be stored in a different one and different one. So every time I encounter a opening bracket, right, I have to initialize a new string builder where I'll be storing it, right? So this is my first one. First case would be like if ch is equals to opening one, right? Character is equals to opening one. What I'll do? First, I'll put I'll just initially I've taken this one, right? So I'll just add it to my stack previously, whatever I already having the string builder. So I'll add it to the stack. So I'll just do stack dot push and I'll add the current one. Now I'll make this one to point to a new memory, right? So I'll use a new on string builder. So this is now pointing to a new memory. So earlier, let's say it was 0 at 0 1 memory it was pointing. Now the current is pointing to a new memory because I created a new memory. Let's say it's now pointing to 100 memory, right? So now whatever I'll add, it will be added to this one, not into this one. Perfect. It will be added into this section. Then there is a condition for else if when ch is equals to closing one. When the time we have to remove it and reverse it, those things. And finally, if none of these are there, then what I'll simply do, I'll just add it to my new current string builder, right? I'll add the character to this one. So let's try to see how it's going to be. You love I. right? So initially I started with a stack, it's empty. I took a current named string builder and started iterating. The moment I got it starts with the closing bracket. So I'll have to initialize a new one, right? Let's say it was at 100 memory. I'll push it in the stack. It's right now empty and it's a 100 string builder. And I'll create a new current which will point to a new one. It's pointing to, let's say, 1001 now. Then I'll get hue. So I'll add hue to it. Then again I got opening one. So again I have to create a new one. But before that, I'll just push it into this stack, right? So it's a 1001 memory one. I'll just push it to the stack. Right now again I have a new one. So this will now have LOVE, right? Now I got a closing one. So what I have to do? This is, let's say, pointing to 500. Right? So I have to first reverse it. So I'll just reverse it. So what we have to do? We'll just reverse it. So current dot reverse. Right? I'll just reverse it. Then there's the catch, right? This love, right? It has to go and sit inside this one, the previous one. And this is on the top of our stack, right? So I'll just pop it out, right? I'll pop it out and I'll get this one. Like if I'll do stack.pop, I'll get the 1000 memory one. Now what I'll do, I'll just append this one, the current existing one. I'll just append, right? Append the current one. And again, I'll make it point to the current one itself. So now this was popped out. It came out, the 1000 memory one. And it has now, since we have reversed it, EVOL, right? So till this section is done, now I got I, it will go here. And a closing bracket. Again, whenever we get a closing bracket, what do? We reverse it. Right? So it'll become I love you. And once we reverse it, then this has to be appended to this one, right? So we'll pop it out, st.pop, and we'll add this to this. It was earlier blank, so everything will be added to this one. And it's the end of that. And finally, we'll revert whatever we have inserted in the stack at the very beginning. Right, so we'll take a stack to store the string builders, what we are going to create. I'll take a stack, it will store the string builder stash new stack, and then we'll take a new string builder, right? This will store my final answer. That's an indicator button in your own string window, and we'll start iterating forecast ch as to array. We'll have three conditions. If ch is equals to opening one, what we'll do? We'll push this to our stack and we'll create a new current to hold a new pair value, right? Current boom. Else if ch is equals to closing them, then what we'll do? We'll reverse it, and then we'll take out the previous string builder from the stack st.pop, and we'll append current one to it. Perfect. And if not, then we'll simply add ch to it, and when it all be done, it will be stored somewhere in the current. So if it goes string, it should be done. Let's submit it, and it's done.